Hoverair PROMAX X1 good for recording action sports? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna be testing it with 3 different action sports that I'm going to try to not get hurt doing, all while filming it by myself with the Hoverair PROMAX X1. Let's go outside. All right, so for first test, we're gonna test it out on a skateboard on a pump track at a skate park here in Fort Worth. And if you don't know what a pump track is, this is it. Pump track, I tested it skating through the rest of Dickey's skate park, jumping down stairs and almost hitting kids. But stupidly, I changed it to cycling mode at a mid-distance setting, which for skating, I found that far distance is a lot better because as you can see, it's basically missing the landing of each trick as it adjusts for me slowing down suddenly. All right, I'm back in Austin and I want to try the Hoverair one more time with the far setting on as opposed to mid, so it actually catches my tricks. However, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get any tricks because as you can see, House Park here in Austin is super wet and it's currently raining. So I guess this is a good test to see if during an extreme sport that you're filming, if this can actually survive light rain. Not sure if this thing's waterproof. Let's see if it works. Okay, definitely forgot that there was stairs right there. Let's do a take 2. Yes! Oh my God, my foot, I felt slip a little bit on my grip. Definitely good I didn't try any other tricks, but we got it, baby. Parkour! All right, so for this next section, I'm actually going to parkour here at the skate park. Generally, I would say never parkour in a skate park because it's for skateboarding and biking and rollerblading and sometimes scootering. But since it's raining and there's absolutely nobody here, I think I'm getting a hall pass for this one. So let's go do that. Oh my God, everything is so slippery. All right, well, that was a good warm up. It did get a little wet, but I think it's fine, hopefully. For our final extreme sports test, we are gonna try out the Hoverair X1 PROMAX with an electric dirt bike, which I have right here. We can go up to 40 miles per hour. However, this thing claims it can go up to 26 miles per hour, so we're gonna test it up to that point. 42 kilometers, by the way, for those across the pond. Terrible accent. Well, I hit 26 miles per hour on the trail back there, so it does keep up to you, up to 26 miles per hour. That is confirmed. All right, so final review time. Is the Hoverair X1 PROMAX good for extreme sports? Well, let's talk about it. So to start off, I will say that every sport that I took it on today, it did pretty much flawlessly. Obviously, you have to get your settings correctly, because when I went and skated at the skate park and it was too close and missing my skate tricks, obviously that was user error. I should have just had it on far off. So if there's something that you're gonna be doing abrupt slowdowns with, you're probably gonna wanna set it to far off. Now, of course, I couldn't test out every extreme sport because not only am I not talented to do every extreme sport, I don't have access to every extreme sport. However, I will say that if you look around on YouTube, you will see a lot of people use this thing for skiing, snowboarding, they use it for mountain biking, and a bunch of other extreme sports. So overall, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, it is a very good self-follow drone for extreme sports. Now, like I've said, the only time that I see issues with this is if you were doing abrupt slowdowns, and again, you can kind of offset that for far mode, or on a skateboard, for example. If you do a very quick turnaround on a quarter pipe, it is not gonna be able to keep up with you on that, but that's just because it's following you so fast. It has wind dynamics that has to work through, and I think the technology is just not there. I haven't seen any self-follow drone be able to turn around as quickly as, you know, a skateboarder would on a quarter pipe. But overall, that is really my only complaint about using this for extreme sports. I will say that my favorite modes, if you're gonna use this in whatever extreme sport you do, my favorite modes are cycling mode, which obviously that's what I've been using in a lot of this video. I also love dolly mode. It kind of gives you that like Hitchcock-esque view, side view thing. I hope I'm using that movie term correctly. The professors at my acting college would be very angry at me if I'm not. Another mode I like a lot is the 360 mode, where it goes all the way around you, or whatever it's called. I feel like that makes for such a cool action shot and works out really good for content creators like me who need to show off a product and stand near it. Now, of course, those are just my personal favorite modes. If you use this or you've seen a mode online that you like better, please tell me down in the comments below what your favorite mode is to use here on the Hoverair X1 PROMAX. I just love saying the name. I'm gonna put the Hoverair X1 PROMAX specs right here on the screen so you can see what it has. It has all the way up to 8K video. I never film in 8K because my computer can't really handle 8K very well, so I always go for 4K, but it does have the 8K feature if you want it, just by the way. Now, as a last thing to mention, I am gonna be doing a deep dive into every single mode that this thing has here in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a full Hoverair X1 PROMAX. Is it still good here in 2026 review, even outside of, you know, extreme sports? I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you wanna pick up your very own Hoverair. And with that, I'm Eric. This is Eric's Tech World, where tech and adventure meet, just like we did here in this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna throw a video right up here of my original Hoverair review if you wanna check it out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, nerds.